Hey Aquarius, welcome to my channel. My name is Katie and this is Awakened Wild Child. Welcome to this space. Let's start right away with your first card, which is intuition. Your intuition holds ancient wisdom. Trust it. So you may be a very intuitive person. You may be someone who perhaps don't trust your intuition all that much. It may be nudging you, pushing you, and pulling you in the right ways. So pay a little bit of attention, even if you don't necessarily know how to translate what you're feeling. If something feels expansive in your heart, if it feels in general kind of like a relief, then move towards that. If it feels constricting, if it feels like your stomach is tightening up, it usually is a good sign to maybe walk away. Obviously, this is the beginning of your journey, very cryptic, and it's important for you to, decipher what it has to say before making any choices. But right now, it is safe to trust your intuition. That's what the cards are saying. We have fortitude. Stay strong in your body to create fortitude in your heart. So pay attention to your physical body, how it's feeling, how you're doing. It is, as they say, important to, keep every area of you in balance in order to be able to sustain the best energy possible. Sorry, I'm adjusting the light, but it's a little bit difficult here. Let's see. So yeah, stay strong in your body to create fortitude in your heart. Give that energy of light, energy of love, the pure energy of the manifestations that you're bringing in. Give them a nice home. Give them a nice space to be held, aka a physical body that is taken care of, that is nurtured, well rested, and loved. We got transformation. Through all transformation, your spirit is love. So there's a lot of talk about heart, about love, and these centers specifically. So heart chakra awakenings and expansions could be relevant for you at this time, Aquarius. I believe that if you're here, it's for a reason. Even if the reading resonates or doesn't quite resonate, there's still something you can take away from every single reading. Whether it is, someone in the comments, whether it is a quote, whether it is a particular message, a nice vibe, a relaxing time, whatever it may be. For Aquarius, we have the Knight of Wands to begin with. So right now you may be in a space in which you feel like you have been a little hurried. It's like you can't quite take your time doing anything. It's like everything needs to happen quickly. You may feel like you are being more and more spontaneous, more um, risky, perhaps, maybe more intuitive in how you do things. Yes, but not necessarily because you're listening to your intuition and like actually translating what it has to say. More of intuition moving through you as you. So you taking action, making decisions and choices that are almost like unexpected, unpredictable, spontaneous, and ultimately very fast paced. You could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person who's not quite committal. This could be someone who is very adventurous and passionate, very exciting, but it's like, as soon as they come in, they stay for a little bit. It may feel like they're going to stay forever, but before you know it, they're gone. And this is not about you, this is about the personality of this other person. That's what they're saying here. So pay attention to what they're showing you if this part of the reading is for you. You have been recently quite objective. You have been assertive. You have been speaking your mind, your truth, saying it as it is. Maybe you haven't had that conversation with this person if that part of the reading is for you. And maybe you feel like this person, it's like you're observing them. You're taking a really good look at them, the signs that they give you, the green flags, the red flags, and everything in between. You're really paying attention to that. You're trying to see it with a very analytical eye. Maybe before confronting this person or before seeing if you're actually going to give them a chance, perhaps romantically. Could be the case, all right? This could be a Leo. Doesn't have to be the case, but it could be. It seems like you're making a choice right now. Now, if that particular narrative is not resonating with you, another way to interpret these cards is that there is something, maybe not necessarily a romantic proposal or a person. There is something that's coming in here that's coming in quite fast. It's charming and adventurous and exciting. It could be a project, it could be a business, it could be an endeavor. But it's like you are really taking a close look at it to see how reliable it actually is. Because, yeah, it could be all fun and games, it could be all really cool and exciting. But if you're looking for something stable and grounded, is it gonna work? That's what I feel like you're analyzing here. And if you're not analyzing it that way, I feel like that's what Spirit is telling you to do then. To put those big glasses on and really pay attention to the details and analyze every bit of it. The Two of Swords is a card that talks about the process of decision making, but it normally talks about the part when we're like pros and cons, weighing things, trying to see through the mind all the possibilities. Normally, when we just go through the mind, it tends to spiral into a form of overthinking that can be draining, it can be frustrating, it could be exhausting, and normally it doesn't quite bring in the truth that you need. No amount of overthinking is gonna get you into a elevated state of mind. Usually overthinking comes from fear. It comes from repetitive cycles of narratives of fear in your mind over and over, right? And they're not going to provide you right now with the answer that you're looking for. The answer is not going to come through thinking. It's going to come through your intuition. That's why Spirit is telling you here, your intuition holds ancient wisdom. Trust it. Even if you don't understand exactly, still trust if something feels good, if something feels bad, if something feels safe, or if it feels dangerous. You're going to find the answer that you're looking for a little bit further ahead. Okay, maybe not this week, maybe next week. But again, it's not going to come from a state of overthinking. So every time you find yourself overthinking, trying to force an answer, go for a walk, go to the park, go read a book, kind of disconnect with that because the answer is not going to come through the mind. It's going to come through the heart. And the more connected you are with your body, the more connected you are with your heart. Yoga, stretching, breathing exercises, working out in general is a wonderful way to connect to our body and like drop from the mind, which can sometimes be a bit of a beehive, right? Down to our heart that is more peaceful in nature than the mind is. Some of you may have recently been dealing with a Libra, Gemini, or another Aquarius, could be the case. There could be emotional distress at this time. You may be feeling frustrated or sad. You may be feeling heartbroken, maybe because of this answer that you're craving that is not yet ready to come in. But what I see is that everything around you is moving forward. Maybe you feel like everyone around you is moving forward except you. Maybe you feel like something or someone has wasted your time. It could be the case that you're feeling that way. But at the end of the day, remember that, nothing is ever wasted, really. We live lessons. We go through lessons that teach us and help us expand so we can make the most out of opportunities that are coming in the future for us too. I see that there is something that is quite toxic. You can identify it as toxic. And this could be, again, a person or it could be a project, but there is something here that you know is not good for you. Maybe you don't know why exactly, but you don't need to stick around to find out why. If something feels wrong and if you feel fearful and you feel like there's, you know, something off, you don't need to stick around in order to see what it is. You can trust it and move on. I feel like there's a desire to let this go, but also a fear that you're kind of trapped. This could be a toxic relationship. This could be a toxic dynamic with someone who perhaps, maybe for some of you it's love, dating, stuff like that. But for others of you, this could be like a family member, something that you really don't feel like you can actually shake off and like just release. It's not that easy. Spirit is telling you here, no matter what the context is, boundaries can be placed and they should be respected. If not, you get to move on. And yes, that can be hard, but you have freedom here. You may be feeling like you are in the deepest of griefs and heartache, but Spirit wants you to know that you're not actually stuck. It's like you may feel like you're stuck, but you're not stuck. There's a lot of money coming in the near future with the 10 of Pentacles. This is money, stability, good family relationship, family improvements. This is legacy, this is generational wealth, benefiting you from past generations and you being able to create that for future generations as well. Your ships are coming in. Your manifestations are coming in. Maybe you feel like you're waiting forever, but they are arriving. I can see them here, showing up as the outcome of the reading. Know that if there is a very toxic person that you are entangled with, let's put it that way. When these blessings come, I feel like if that person is around, they may take advantage of these blessings. You need to start to see very clearly and unemotionally, if possible, how to protect the things that you have worked so hard for. I feel like you're giving this person too much grace. You are giving them way too much of a benefit of the doubt. You are almost ignoring what they're showing you. They're telling you who they are, how they operate, how they think, how they feel. And you may be kind of like looking elsewhere, looking, you know, trying to be in denial a little bit. This is the classic situation of someone who's like, you know, I'm in love with you, but I don't want a relationship and I'm never gonna want a relationship. And you're like, oh, but you're in love with me? I'm gonna stick around. Maybe you'll change your mind. It's like, no, don't stick around. Trust what this person is saying and move on to the things that are better for you. And if this is in maybe not showing up as love, but instead something that has to do with finances or work, it's the same. See a situation for what it really is, what it's showing you. Don't stay because of the potential. We have the dragonfly as your animal spirit card here. We're going to read the message from the booklet. Let's see. Dragonfly. Firefly. So this is from the Animal Spirit Oracle by Kim Kranz. Beautiful, beautiful deck. I feel inclined to actually read the full message. I don't tend to do this in the readings, but these ones are actually very short and sweet, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Master of Light, Illusion, and the Mind. This is this card. The dragonfly is an ancient and ethereal creature that awakens a sense of wonder in all. The dragonfly is a symbol of the mind, as it is always moving, shifting, shimmering, and changing. When the dragonfly card appears, it's worth considering the quality of your mind and perception. Are they restless or still? Dreamlike or crystal clear? The situation at hand may be different than it appears at first glance. The dragonfly reminds us to calm the mind so the light of wisdom can shine through. That's exactly what we were saying. When this energy is in balance, you can see clearly. Things are joyful and magical. When this energy is out of balance, you can't quite concentrate and you have a very busy mind. To bring this energy to balance, focus on your breath. Beautiful. So there you go, Aquarius. That is your reading for today. Please go ahead and subscribe, like if you like this video. I would love to have you here for future readings. I hope that you enjoyed this one, and know that I'm going to be doing weekly readings for each and every sign, so you can check out your rising sign, your moon sign, and everything. Aquarius, thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a lovely, beautiful week ahead. Bye!